Welcome back to Africa This Morning. I am Cherotich Kenei. Now, this is the Business Insight. Now, last week, Baringo County signed a deal with a Chinese firm over tune of $6 billion to be able to mine diatomite. Now, to discuss this, we have Dr. Nicholas Letting, the Vice Chancellor for Management, University of Africa, to see exactly how this money can be used to enhance the Baringo County in terms of its wealth. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, I think we need to jump in first things first. But before that, how about you introduce who you are?
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Nicholas Letting.
Yes.
I'm the Vice Chancellor of the Management University of Africa, one of the private universities in Kenya that focuses on producing leaders and people with experience, knowledge in governance, management, and entrepreneurship skills in this country and for Africa. And therefore, as a Vice Chancellor, I'm proud to be here again at Ebru station, having been there before, and I talked about the mining prospects for Kenya and the benefits that Kenyans can obtain from being the mining experiences that is now happening in Kenya.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we need to go first things first. This particular partnership, $6 billion, is not small money.
Yes.
This is money that can be used to actually develop a county to a very technological level. But how will this money be beneficial to the people of Baringo County?
This is indeed a whopping sum of money. $6 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah.
The only thing is that the money will not come at once. It's a huge charge of money that will come in various phases. And some of it will not be cash. Some of it will come in kind or in form of technical assistance.
Okay.
So the Chinese government may send in people who can come and explore the diatomite in Baringo, and some of it will come in form of equipment that will be supplied as well to be able to use in what is called seismic survey of the area for in terms of the quantities available and the exact location of the diatomite. And therefore it may take quite some time. It may take even up to 5 to 10 years for the full exploration of that, and therefore the money may come in phases. Phase 1, maybe they could send in about 500 million Kenya shillings. Subsequently, they can send a similar amount. But as it is, there may not necessarily be issue of cash coming at once, the 6 billion.
Yes.
However, if it was to come, the Baringo County would then benefit in terms of developing its infrastructure and ensuring that the place is well secured. Because we know Baringo County very well as a country that is endowed with resources. It has a lot of other minerals, and diatomite is one of them in Tiati part of the county, and also along the Kerio Valley, and also in the area to do with they have other economic activities like beekeeping, fishing, and tourism and other places, another economic activities that can be explored in that county. Yes.
But I think one of the biggest question is Baringo County has been known, just like Turkana County, there's a lot of farming, a lot of drought.
Yes.
How can this money then be used, or rather, how can they harness the economic potential in terms of the mineral wealth they have to be able to put such things like farming to be in the distant past?
One of the things that the county would do is to just, in the county integrated development plan that every county is supposed to develop, they need to accurately identify their key priority areas within the next 5 years or the next 10 years, and say, for us in, say, Tiati will be focusing on diatomite. The other parts of, say, Baringo, they will be focusing on beekeeping and other aspects of economic development. And therefore, for that to happen, it requires a working together of stakeholders under the leadership of the governor. The governor, Benjamin Cheboy, is a respected technocrat in Kenya's. He has been in the higher education laws board for quite some time. And if he was to mobilize his people in terms of the executive team and the people of the Baringo County, and work together as a team without mistrust between each other, like the way it has been happening in the past, I think the Baringo County has a lot of prospects for success, because they now need to focus on minerals and say, okay, we'll be exporting these minerals, and when we get back our resources, we should be able to use it for other things.
Okay. private-public partnership.
Yes.
But question is, are the Baringo residents aware of their economic potential, the mining, their mineral resource wealth? Are they educated?
I would think that some of them know, maybe 50% of them know, but it now is incumbent upon the leadership of the county to educate the people. Indeed, professionals from the county should sit down and say, we need to have a clinic of all the people to tell them that this is what we are as our resource. How do you exploit? One of the things that they need to do is perhaps to identify children or people born out of Baringo, and not necessarily exactly from there, to send them out for courses, training in mining, so that they can come back and say, let's explore it for the benefit of the community and benefit of this country like this. That way, the people then get that knowledge from when they are young. The children in the primary school, the children in secondary schools, and the children in university should then be able to be used and be told to go back there and see how they can use it for the benefit of the county.
Can the county manage this type of a project, or do we need a partnership with the national government?
This is going to be a massive thing, and minerals, and currently the government of Kenya, national government is reviewing the laws on mining and petroleum exploration. And indeed, that is a national government project. But then again, as I said earlier on, there should be a clear collaboration and partnership between the national government, the county government of Baringo, and other private organizations that are maybe, like for example, we have been seeing Tulo trying to do explorations from February. They have been able to go on the ground and try to see what other petroleum and gas substances can we be able to explore in Baringo County. And therefore, there should be a properly structured way of partnering and ensuring that people don't fight. You know, they say the Dutchman's disease, where people fight over resources. So if that one is well managed, eventually there is enough for everybody. But if we fight and we don't trust ourselves, if the leaders are not transparent, there is indeed going to be a challenge, because people will not be supporting the entire project.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Taking you back to your earlier comment where you said we need to educate the population. Talk about this 6 billion. You've talked about it's going to be the chunk is going to be slowly invested, not at once but in time.
Yes. What I know is that the 6 billion may not be dispersed at once to the county. What may happen is that the county may be told you'll be given technical advice or assistance, which will be totally, say, about, I may not have exact figures, but maybe may go like a billion or so shillings. So the other 5 billion may be given in tranches of, say, first year or second year, 1 billion, and subsequent years like that. That way, if that comes and it's well used, if there's a well managed committee of finances for these resources, it's a good amount of money. It's a good lump sum amount of money.
But 6 billion.
Yes.
The people of, I don't have the accurate statistics, because now I think with the new county system, we need to actually divide how many people belong to what region and to what county. But are we going to use the local labor? Definitely, I'm sure we won't find 100% skilled labor from that particular region. But is this going to trickle down, so at least we create labor for that particular county, provide employment?
In the last census, the 2009 census, the people of Baringo County alone were 555,000. I'm sure the population is almost about 600,000 people from Baringo County. We should also not forget, we should also remember that the oil, whatever that is being accessed, is also in Kerio Valley, along the Kerio Valley. And there is part of Baringo North, Baringo East, Thiati, all those places of Baringo. And so, in my own understanding, there may be a few skilled labor, but not enough. And therefore, there may be need for the county government to explore even getting people from outside the county. I'm a strong believer that you do not have to say that you are self-sufficient in having your people. So why not explore, even get some external person who has knowledge. Let's say if we can get somebody from Libya who has been able to explore, or Uganda, or even within Kenya, but from other counties who have experience, because we should not be saying that we get local labor to give, because at the moment there are not many people who have been trained in mining in Kenya. not to mention Baringo.
But also, I think even our curriculum does not have the specifics. We don't go to I am doing oil. This is oil mining. It's a general.
It's a general
mining,
course. Yes, and not quite many of universities are offering that course. And even if they have been offering, then it's a recent thing. Not many universities are offering that program in Kenya at the moment. And therefore, one of the things that the county should be able to do is explore a way of leveraging on getting other skilled labor from other countries to train the local people. Because Kenyan people are known to be very fast in learning. And therefore, I believe that people from Baringo or even other countries can learn fast and be able to be useful in the future.
Yes. Maybe not touching on Baringo alone.
Yes.
This is it's of a national level.
Yes.
How do we make sure that such partnerships are not only lucrative but become sustainable?
One of the things that need to be done is that there should be systems and structures in place. Systems in a manner that you say that this is how we are going to share our resources. Because the biggest challenge is how you share resources. You may have very many resources, but even if you look at a family, if the father is not being able to tell the children this is what you are going to have, even when the parent has passed over, it means that the children start fighting over the assets of the family. You have seen from even amongst well-to-do families in Kenya. So one of the things that required to come out is the issue of transparency. That people structure their deals in a way that is transparent. Even when the county government of Baringo, led by the governor, are signing the contract, the people should be rescinded. They should be able to know that once we sign this contract, we should be able to, maybe within the next 6 months, a certain amount of money will come that will be used to develop the infrastructure. And
so to it, an aspect of education. Everyone knows it's trickle down.
Transparency and an objective system of employment, because we need to create employment. We need to create jobs for the young people, because they're out of the 600,000 people from Baringo County or so. They require food. They need to be sustained. They have to be maintained in their living, and therefore the county government has to be. The issue of sustainability can only be there if there is openness and plans, long-term plans beyond the 5 years. Because you know the governor may be saying, I am sure of the 5 years. I'm not sure about the other years. So the long-term plans of spanning up to 30 years should be there in place, so that now, because exploration takes up to 10 years. And then you start exploring, benefiting from it over another 20 years.
So I think now counties like this, this is the first term of counties.
Yes.
So I think each county, just as you said earlier on, we need to have visions and dreams that are long-lasting.
Yes, and involve the youth, because the youth are the eventual beneficiaries of this. Because if they will not be, the current leadership may not be there in the next 20 years in terms of leadership. They may be old people. Therefore, the young people who will now in their 20s will become the governors and leaders of the country. So they need to be involved at early age, as early as primary school, so that they know now this is how we are going.
This is what we have. This is what we're going to get.
Yes.
I think finally, the last question: what are your last words of wisdom?
My last words of wisdom to the people of Baringo and the Kenyans at large is that they need to then organize themselves in terms of planning, in terms of saying, even amongst the people, we need to have a certain class of children going to school and study mining, because you can see we have discovered oil in Turkana. We have discovered oil now in diatomite in Baringo, in Lamu, in Kitui, among other places.
We have Kwale,
platinum. So all these places require labor, skilled labor, and we cannot continue waiting or relying on other external forces or manpower for a long time. All we need to do is to understudy them. We may bring one of them, they do the train us on those things, then we learn very fast, so that in the next 5 to 10 years, we are then able to do our own things ourselves in a better way, so that we are not exploited by other first world countries.
So it needs to be a communal affair.
It should be a communal affair. It should be arranged. It should be a balance of skills, where you bring together people from the local community, from the country, from other countries in Africa, to participate in the planning for the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that's great words of wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying tuned to Business Insight, where we're discussing about mining matters here, where we find out that indeed mining is not an individual affair, but one that is communal. Stay tuned to viewing here, Ebru Africa TV. Newline Limited, your one-stop shop for elegant and comfortable office furniture. Newline responds to your expectations for office furniture in a modern language. We offer a 5-year warranty period including unit transfers within Nairobi. For more information, visit our showroom at Chester House, Lotus Street, Nairobi. Newline Limited, your success partner. Floma, professional makeup. Floma, professional makeup.